Alrighty, so we've covered pitched samples, now time for some percussive ones. Nothing says hip-hop like a random noisy sample, and one of the best random noisy samples is scratching. So, right-click and create a combinator, and name it Scratches. Then inside it, right-click and create Line Mixer 6-2, followed by Dr. Rex Loop Player. Now load up a scratch sample from the Reason Factory sound bank. If you go to the Reason Factory sound bank, then Dr. Rex instrument loops and scratch loops, there's quite a few in there. Cool, I think I'll go for this Fly one. Before anyone says anything about this not being an authentic way to add scratching, if you want something more authentic, go and buy yourself some turntables and vinyl and learn how to scratch. This is for people wanting to get something that sounds decent quickly. So, once you've chosen your sample, make sure you choose one that has the full sample at the end if possible, or somewhere within it. Usually for a cool scratch, you end on the full sample to make it feel complete and give some sense of continuity. So, go into the Reason sequencer, and if we go down, it should be between C1 and C2 that the samples are. There we go. Now using the pencil tool, draw in some sections of scratching using the samples at your disposal. This can be a lot more fun if you have a MIDI keyboard and record it that way, but you don't have to do it like that. I'll do that now. Okay, so we've got our scratch. Let's take a listen to it. It's pretty cool, but it's sounding a bit mechanical. First thing to change is down here with the velocities. Basically meaning how loud each part is. This is what these bars at the bottom are for. Using the pencil tool, try changing some of the heights, just to give a bit more dynamics to the samples. If we have a listen now, it's got a little bit more dynamic range in there. It's a bit better, but it still sounds like we're triggering the same sample a lot. Scratching involves changing the pitch of a sample as well as the time, so we're going to right-click and click Parameter Automation, and then select Pitch Bend and OK. And you'll see that we've got down here the Pitch Bend option. Now if we draw in an envelope, and I put in some envelopes, I'll come back in a second with those drawn. Now let's take a listen. There we go. Much more authentic and interesting. Now, we're nearly done. I'll just add in a few more scratches so we can listen to them in the context of the song. Okay, let's have a listen to it in the beat. Sweet! You might notice that some of the scratches have some parts which are much louder. This is because high-pitched sounds at the same volume as low-pitched sounds appear to be much louder. To counteract this, go into Dr. Rex and find the offending really loud samples. We've got this one here which is quite loud at the moment. If I take it up so you can hear which one it is. That one there. And if I take it down, right down to about 60, 50 level, then you can hear that it's not, that one there, it's not standing out as much as it was before, so it sounds a bit more consistent. And lastly, just to make it sit in the mix a bit better, right-click the mixer, create RV7000 Advanced Reverb, take the decay up a little bit just so it has more of a tail to it, and then dial it in to taste with the aux knob there. And then if we have a listen, it just sounds like it's sitting in the mix a bit more. And there you have it. Some orchestra hits more sampled than Kanye West's back catalogue, and some scratching that would put an Xmas sufferer in an ant's nest to shame. Now tell me that metaphor didn't make you itch a little bit. Join me for day 4 where I'll be making 2 lead synths to go on top of our beat. See you tomorrow, guys. If you found this tutorial useful, help me out by rating this video or posting a comment so other people can find it. And don't forget to check out my website, boyinaband.com. Have a nice day!